Thanks for being here to kick off our second annual 100 Miles, 100-Day Challenge in our community. So. All right. So it goes without saying, tough year this past year, but a few themes have kind of emerged from this past year. One is the better your health is going into a pandemic, the stronger you're going to be and the better you're going to come out of it. And taking care of our bodies is so important. So we talked a lot about mitigation strategies and things like that, but there's a lot of preventative maintenance that we can do to ensure that we're a healthy community. And so when we launched this last year, you guys really just took to it. And we had thousands of people logging miles all over the city, all over the region. Some different states kind of jumped in as well. And statistically, we all know that our physical health affects our emotional health, our mental health. And if there's ever been a time to shut off the news, no offense, media, now's the time. Get outside, get moving. The weather's changing. We got a beautiful day out today. And so that's the point of this challenge. How this works is this. Over the next 100 days, we need you to put in miles. Put them on your bike, use your legs, walk, run, unicycle, rollerblade. I don't care how you do it. And then while you're doing it, take a selfie, okay? And use a hashtag, 100 miles, 100 days SF. We got prizes we're going to give away. We're going to feature different people. The most inspirational story will actually get a nice Trek bike donated by Shields. We got last year's winner with us as well. And so that's the event. There's no sign up. There's no formality to it. It's just a way to get the community moving. So I challenged a couple of our elected leaders to join me in this. They put their hands up and they said, yeah, we love it. We love to be a part of it. So I want to first thank Senator Thune and Governor Noem for joining us. And I'd love for you guys to say a couple words about why this is important to you as a state.
Sure. Well, everybody, it's great to see you. We are so glad that you're here. There is not a better time for us to get outside, get active, spend time with people that we love, and enjoy the outdoors and get healthy. Our family has always enjoyed outdoor activities together. We've always enjoyed exercising together, and I think that if we can do this as a state, it'll be a remarkable opportunity for all of us to find a new way to connect. So 2020 was a hard year, and I think if we can find a way to spend time together, away from TV, away from the media, and away from all of our technology, and really focus on relationships again, I think that'd be absolutely fantastic. So thank you for being here. I've got my husband Brian is with me today too as well, and so we're glad he's. I'll clap for you. Everybody up here has a lot longer legs and is in better shape than me, so I'm going to be hanging out with some of you guys. But thank you for being here. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and just enjoy the sunshine.
And a guy that, if you're a regular on the Sioux Falls bike trails and you see this tall, lanky guy running towards you once in a while, it's probably Senator Thune. So Senator Thune, thanks for being here too.
Thanks, Mayor. And if you see me running on the bike trail, and some of you probably have, you've probably been tempted to call 911, say, come and get this guy. It looks like he's dying out here. But no, it's great to have access to the trail system that we have here in Sioux Falls. It is a wonderful, wonderful treasure, and I see people out there. My running days, something happens when you hit 60. I hit 60 this year, and your knees start going, your back starts giving you problems. So my running days are not what they used to be, but I bike some down there too, and I see people of all ages, all shapes, all sizes, going at all speeds on the trail, some walking, some running, some biking, but it warms my heart to see that because it is so good for all of us, and especially, as has already been pointed out, during this last year, which was just a killer year for people mentally, emotionally, physically, trying to keep that in balance. And one thing that I found is those other elements of my life are a lot more in balance if I'm doing something to get the blood going and kind of I think more clearly, I'm better at my job, I function more efficiently. So it's important to me, and I think it can be important to a lot of us. And you don't have to be a superstar like Benson. Yes. and run 505 miles for 26 miles. He's just going to do all 100 miles today, and then he's going to be done. But just, start slowly, incrementally, just build a little bit. And, my dad, into his 90s in my hometown of Murdo, would get outside when it was nice and walk, and he'd go to the city auditorium when it wasn't nice and walk inside, but just to kind of keep that blood pumping and flowing, and it can make a big, big difference in all of our lives, and especially now, as was pointed out, it's beautiful weather, time to get out, enjoy some fellowship with friends, but most importantly, just to do what you can to stay fit. In fact, this is so important to me, I've introduced a bill that will allow you to take your medical savings accounts, health savings accounts, up to $2,000 and spend that on joining a gym or buying equipment and all that sorts of thing, because I just think it's that important. And I hope that at some point we'll get that past Congress and people can start taking advantage of it. But thank you for being here today. Mayor, thanks for hosting this. I think it's a great initiative. It drives down healthcare costs in the long run when people stay well. And part of staying well is getting out and exercising. So I can't think of a more important initiative for this city, for our state, for our country. So thank you for being here.
So last year, out of everybody who participated in the challenge, we picked out a few superstars that really had great stories, and chose one kind of ultimate winner that embodies what we want this challenge to be about, and that was Molly. So Molly, come on up here. I want Molly just to share her story. Yeah, welcome, Molly. So Molly, tell us a little bit about last year and why you did this and kind of your story.
Yeah. So I'm a mom. I have 3 kids, and exercising wasn't really in the cards. I had my son on March 4th last year, actually a few weeks earlier than expected, and that turned out to be great because it was right before everything locked down with COVID. I cannot talk over the airplane. And I had him, and I knew something needed to change. I wasn't happy. Nothing was going the way I thought it should. I was tired. I didn't have energy. I didn't even have energy to run around the yard with my kids. So I saw this challenge, and I looked at my son, and I looked at my husband, and I said, I got to do this. And I said, I have to take charge of my life. So I did that, and I started walking, started just, a mile here, a mile there. Then it ended up being every day. And I was walking one day, and I thought, I think I can start jogging. So I started jogging, started in a mile, etc. And I set a goal that I wanted to run a 5K. I started running every day. My husband started running with me, etc. Long story short, after all of that, to echo what Senator Thune said, everything else fell in place. My emotional health, my mental health, my work-life balance, my role as a mom, as a wife, and my role as me, all fell into place. And at the time, I was, I think, 60 or 70 pounds down from where I was. Today, I'm 80 pounds down from where I was, averaging a 5K or a 10K a day and training for a half marathon.
Woo! That's awesome. Thank you, Molly. That's awesome. All right, that's a great story. So I think we're going to get started. So Benson is going to help pace us. Yeah. So Benson, I was just talking with Benson because he sent me a text and he said, my goal is 1,800 miles. And I said, this year? He's like, no, during the 100 days. And then I said, in a car? He's like, no, with my feet. So he's a stud. He's going to pace us. Benson ran the virtual Boston Marathon this year because the in-person was canceled. People all over the country participated in that. He was 17th overall in Boston this year. So, yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We'll lead the charge. We're going to head out that way. We're going to follow, see Troy, there he is, waving. Officer Bruxford, we're going to follow him. We're just going to do a mile out and back. You can walk, you can run, and if you want to do more, you got to do more than 1 mile today to get to 1,800. You can do that. So thank you for being here, and look forward to seeing your pictures on the challenge over the next 100 days. Thanks, guys.